everyone, welcome back to the Built to Lead Transform with Hattie podcast. I'm so excited today because I have my lovely friend Tiana with me.
Hi everyone.
Tell us about yourself, Tiana. Let's get straight into it.
Okay, so my name's Tiana. I work in an investment bank, one of the top 10 global investment banks, and I've been there for 6 years now.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That is long.
I started out my career in banking as an apprentice, so I didn't go to uni, I didn't follow the traditional route, but I still had like a really good life trajectory, I would say. And I also have a business which teaches people how to elevate their mindset, their money management, personal finances, and also their careers/side hustles.
Sick. And what's that business called?
My business is called Community Touch. So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere.
Amazing. And so you didn't go to uni, so what did you do instead?
Yes, I've done an apprenticeship. It was a level 4 apprenticeship, which is equivalent to first year of uni.
Okay.
And it just consisted of, I think it was 3 exams, 6 pieces of coursework, and then we had an endpoint assessment, which is kind of similar to a dissertation, but it's not research-based, it's evidence-based.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're literally living proof that you don't actually need to have a degree to do these high-end jobs.
And I feel like apprenticeship made it so much easier to achieve other life goals because I was able to buy my first property at 23 in London. Like, I would not be able to do that if I went to uni, but it's because I was earning money
at the same time.
Yeah, and when you start as an apprentice in banking anyway, you start on a good salary of like £20,000. But now it's probably like £25,000 because that was years ago.
Yeah, I hear it. I didn't go to uni either. I actually did sixth form, which I didn't want to do. Like,
really?
I was just academic, so they were like, oh, you have to do sixth form, you have to go to uni. So I was like, cool, I went to sixth form, but I started working and earning money during that. So I was a personal trainer at like 17.
Oh, okay.
And obviously when I started working and I was like, I have to go to sixth form. So I used to like go to the gym at like 6 in the morning, do my shift for 4 hours, teach like a spin class at 6:30 in the morning.
That's great. At 17?
At 17. Then I used to go to the changing room, quickly get changed into like my sixth form clothes, go to sixth form, do like 4 lessons there, then come back to the gym, do like 4 back-to-back PT clients. It was just a lot.
Oh my gosh, you've been on this.
Yeah, and I wanted to actually leave the sixth form like halfway through, but
Yeah.
everyone was like, no, you have to complete what you started. But now looking back at it, I'm like, I shouldn't have listened to anyone. I should have just done what I needed to do.
Really?
But of course, life happens, and I do believe that things happen for a reason. So it's calm. But tell me about now, like, so you're in the, can I say 9 to 5?
Yeah.
So you're in your 9 to 5 and you've got Community Touch. What's the project like? What's the plan? What do you want to achieve in business? Or do you want to continue 9 to 5 and just
Absolutely
have it
not.
So
I absolutely do not want to continue my 9 to 5. Like, the goal is that eventually I'll be doing Community Touch full time.
Okay.
So I want to be, there's different parts of my business. Some parts is obviously having my personal clients, so I'm helping them with their personal finances. And then I've also got courses, so that's what I'm really trying to push and get into schools, prisons, unis, literally whatever institution will take me. I'm just really teaching about that. So it's money management, budgeting, apprenticeships, CV building, like those are the courses on offer. And then, yeah, girl, I can't do this 9 to 5 thing forever.
Yeah. And I hear you because I don't know if anyone knows, obviously through my Instagram, I don't really show my 9 to 5 a lot because it's quite hard to obviously show like day to day every single week. But I also do a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and it takes up obviously so much time.
Yeah.
But it's that struggle, isn't it, between you've got this business, you've got like some clients, you've got income coming in, it's going great, you can see the vision, but you also need that guaranteed income.
Yeah, that's the
and it's just so hard to like let go of it and I guess believe in the fact that you're gonna succeed.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for us because we've moved out. If you were
got so many responsibilities, right?
Yeah, we've got bills. We can't just say that we're going to quit and like pursue our dreams when we've actually got bills to pay. So it's either a thing of we have to build up our savings, have an emergency savings fund or safety net, and then we could use that to supplement our income. Like, let's say if you get a part-time job, because this is what I'm trying to battle. I'm trying to think about like, should I quit my job now? So I feel like I'm done at my company. Should I quit my job now, get another full-time job and just carry on working on Community Touch until it blows up basically? Or do I quit my job, get a part-time job and use my savings to supplement my income? Or do I just use all of my savings and like bang out Community Touch for 3 months? But it's like, what do you do? It's hard, and the job market's hard as well. You can't just get into another job like that. So
It's true. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to consider.
Yeah,
especially in my situation, like I'm getting married next year, which is an amazing thing, right? And like obviously I get to live with my partner, which is beautiful. But it does mean that you can't, like, risk taking doesn't just involve us. It involves the household. It involves your partner.
Exactly.
You just can't get up and quit. And I do feel like the reason I'm touching on this is because there's so many people online who are so successful and like, you know, they've made billions of pounds who'll be like, you have to take the risk and you have to quit your job and stuff. But the actual ones that are legitimate, who have actually been through the whole thing, they always say, make sure your business, your side hustle is actually going to give you enough income. So like make sure your business matches at least your salary.
Yeah,
and then you've got a couple of months of like savings as well.
Yeah.
Because it is difficult, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who can do this, but just with your salary alone, I don't think in this day and age we can live the way that we want to live. Like
I think it depends on your industry, because in the banking industry, salaries are ridiculous. Like I think you can in banking industry.
But do you think you can build up as much if you was to blow up in your business, like in the time frame that you want to? Or does it
what
take
do you mean,
years?
like building my career and building my business?
No, like let's say you wanted to live a luxury life and you wanted to be able to say yes to whatever you wanted to say yes to, go on holidays as many times in a year, maybe move out, get a bigger house and stuff. Do you think it would take you longer if you was to build up your career than in comparison to building up your business and like letting that blow up?
Yeah, I think so, because I think the main thing is that I want time freedom, and if I have a 9 to 5, I'm never going to have that time freedom.
Yeah.
So for me, the business is going to guarantee me that income. And obviously with the income, this is like not just income from me trading my time, but income from selling products online.
Yeah. More passive,
yeah. So I feel like obviously I can't do that with a 9 to 5. So for me, that's why I was always just going for the business route, and I'm prioritizing my business over my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So even stuff like promotions where they want me to work more hours, or they want me to take on more responsibility, which is going to inevitably make me have to work longer. I'm just like, I'd rather just have the time to myself so I can focus on my business, because that's where I see my main growth.
That's basically what I would do as well. Because it's too much. Like
it is.
You're working a 9 to 5, and then you're also then pretty much working a 5 to 9 in the evenings. You're also working on weekends. Plus you have to make time for like working out, making sure you're eating good foods, relationships, socialising. Like it is a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And this is why I think I always talk about, and my first episode actually on this podcast was about time. Like a lot of women will sit there and say they don't have time.
Oh, everyone has time.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you agree with me, because I think even though there's a lot going on and everyone's 24 hours looks different, like we do still technically all have 24 hours.
Yeah.
I know Molly May said that thing, didn't she?
I wouldn't agree that we have the same 24 hours, but
we don't have the same 24 hours, but we all have physical 24 hours in a day that we all get to have, right? And that's what I said in my first episode, like it's just about prioritizing and planning ahead. Are you someone that plans ahead, like you know what your life is looking like?
100%. Like everyone that knows me, they know organised, on time, like planning, everything's planned to a T. So I have a routine. Well, we both create our routines, right? But my routine, it goes from Monday to Sunday, and obviously like the weekends can move around a little bit, but the idea is that I'm still doing like the certain stuff that I said I'm going to do. So making sure that I work out 3 times a week. Obviously I work 9:30 to 6 every day. Making sure I've got time to cook.
So you've actually started working out in the mornings now, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, on Mondays and Tuesdays. Yeah. Because what I was doing before is trying to fit everything into the after work evening time. And that's when I started feeling like this is impossible.
Yeah.
Because how I'm meant to work out, cook, clean, make time for my friends, make time for my hobbies, family, relationships, business, like it's so much. So yeah, you are gonna have to make a sacrifice, and the sacrifice that I made was, instead of laying in on my work from home days, I'm still gonna get up at 7:30. So I use those 2 days as my workout days plus Saturday mornings as well.
Which is actually better for us as well.
Yeah.
Like for us to wake up at the same time every day.
Yeah, exactly.
And try and go to bed at the same time. That especially with like cortisol and things like that actually helps lower it.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like obviously in our situation, like there is a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And obviously cortisol is the stress hormone. And I've been doing a lot of research on this recently because long-term high cortisol, like chronic high cortisol, not only stops you from like shifting body fat, especially in the belly area, it does so much things up here, like just your whole body gets affected by how much stress you hold on to. And it just made me think like, yes, we have to do all these things for money and we have all these responsibilities, but like health, like do people actually realise that health is being affected by every micro decision that they're making?
Yeah, I think this is an important thing, right? And I talk about this to my clients and my community as well. I feel like people think that having routines makes it more stressful, but it actually doesn't. It takes away the stress because I don't have to think about what I'm gonna do or what I need to do.
All these little micro decisions that you're just having to constantly make.
They're all worked out because I know exactly what's being done, and we both take our time out on whatever evening or whatever day in the week to just plan our week ahead as well. So that reduces the stress. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't felt stressed out in so long.
Amazing, amazing, and literally that brings me on to the question, because obviously on my Instagram I've been saying this for a long time now, but like balance, like I believe balance is possible. Do you
100%.
believe that balance exists?
Yeah.
You
just have to make it exist.
Like, do you think you could personally become a millionaire, even a billionaire at some point?
I don't want to be a billionaire.
You don't want to be a billionaire? Okay, tell me about that. Why?
I think anyone that's a billionaire, they're doing some unethical things.
Do you think?
Yeah, a billion is a lot of money. I don't think people realise how much a billion is. So I'm comfortable with being a millionaire, like a multi-millionaire, but billionaire, I'd never have that dream.
Okay, interesting. I'm kind of similar, not because I think it's unethical, but because more money is more responsibilities as well. Like if you are managing bigger teams, bigger companies, like that's going to be a lot. But yeah, do you even think that you can become a millionaire while still chasing balance?
Yeah, and I plan to become a millionaire by 30. So I'm 25 right now.
Okay, we'll see you in 5 years.
Yeah, we'll have another catch up in 5 years. I mean, we'll have catch ups in between as well. But yeah, I just feel like balance is what is going to make you a millionaire.
Okay.
And I feel very strongly about that because I'm the type of person, I'm not, some people are very money motivated, some people are very just everyday hustle. I don't think that that's healthy.
Yeah.
Especially when you want to prioritize your health and fitness as well. You need to have a balance. And like we're women, eventually we want to you're going to get married, but eventually I want to get married too and like have my family. And how do you do that without having balance?
Yeah. I think people don't realise that balance is still tailored.
Yeah.
Like it's still tailored to your needs and how you function. I think when they hear the word balance, it means you do minimal work.
No.
Like you don't chase your goals, you don't have you're not working hard, you haven't got a high work ethic. And I think that's where the issue is. Like balance for me is literally saying that no matter what happens, my health comes first.
Yeah.
And the people that I love come first too. Like if I've got all this money, but I'm a loner, or I've burnt bridges, or I've not been able to pour into my relationships, I'm just gonna fail in life.
Yeah.
Like someone that really inspires me, he always says that you need wealth, and you need health, and you need good company. Like if you don't have all three of those in the equation, you're never gonna actually truly be happy and successful.
Yeah.
So you could have wealth, and you could have good company, but if you don't have health, then that basically is gonna fall apart. Because how are you gonna upkeep your health, so your wealth, and all this money that you're making, if you can't physically function?
Yeah, 100%.
Like even you've experienced like a minor surgery recently, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see, guys.
Yeah. And you told me earlier, like I had to come and pick you up, and you couldn't. Like everything just felt slower.
Yeah.
And even that just made you feel like, I can't do the normal things that I want to do at the speed that I want to do it at.
Yeah, it really makes me grateful actually that you always say as well, sometimes it's not the fact that you have to work out, but you can work out.
You can, yeah.
And I think that is so, it's really inspiring when you think about it like that. But yeah, right now, obviously, I can't do anything really. I feel like I'm actually quite self-sufficient.
Yeah.
A lot more self-sufficient than I thought, but little stuff like going to the shops and just getting something, or like just getting in my car and driving, I can't do that right now. And then obviously the bigger stuff like working out, I can't bear weight on this foot at all right now, so I can't do like any lower body workouts. If I'm doing workouts, it's got to be upper body. But even then, I just had my surgery on Wednesday, today's Monday. and like I need to recover. I can't just get straight back into.
And even you said like with the medications that you have to have.
Oh, it's making
it makes you feel tired. It makes you feel like lower mood and like lower energy. Like all of those things affect the way that you show up. So imagine if that was you 24/7 for a prolonged period of time.
And this is what people are doing when they're eating crap. Like you're literally
eating crap, not moving.
Bad food into your body, and then you're wondering why you don't have the energy to do anything.
Exactly.
So everything just interlinks.
Like I always say, like your body and your mind is the most powerful asset you have when it comes to anything in life. Like, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. Like I'm so grateful that I have the body that I do. Like I have the body that functions in the right ways. Because there are certain people in this life that can't do it. Like they can't get up and go for a walk. They can't go up and go to the gym and do a workout. They can't get up and feed themselves and things like that. So the fact that we actually get to do all those things, but we just don't prioritize our time. We use the excuse of, well, we don't have time to do it, or we rather make loads of money. Like there are so many people who are rich, who've got shitloads of money that can't function. They haven't got health, or they realise once their health gets like into a part of their life where something's gone wrong, maybe they've got an illness, maybe things have shown up that they've been dismissing for a long time, then they're like, okay, now I understand.
Now they understand.
Now I understand that health is actually wealth.
Yeah, it is.
And I feel like people just say it because it sounds fancy. Like it sounds like, oh yeah, I care about myself and health is wealth. But how many of us are actually on a daily basis choosing health first?
No, exactly. And then even as a Christian as well, like from the Bible perspective, they say that our body is the temple of God, right? Temple of God, our body is a temple. Yeah. And then it's just like, us that are actually able, there's people that are disabled and they would love to have what we have, and then we have what we have and we're taking it for granted. And it's just not fair. So I feel like it's really important to not just work out, but make sure that you're eating right, make sure that you're doing good by people as well, like just everything to do with health.
Like managing your stress, like yes, you want to make all this money and you're chasing the bag, but at what cost? Like you're constantly stressing yourself, you're constantly having like even people who wake up in the morning and straight away they have to check their emails, they have to check their bank account to see if the invoices have been paid. Like you can't live like that sustainably for a long time.
No, definitely.
And this is why I do what I do with like my coaching. Like I'm trying to help other business women understand that if you want to excel, you want to make those millions, you want to be successful in all areas of your life, you have to put your health first. Like you have to prioritize health, mind and body. That's going to already boost you in your performance.
100%.
If you're performing better, you're making more money, right? So I think people need to slow down. Like it's always marketing strategies or, paying more for ads so you're more visible online, or I don't know, hiring new staff, but they're not realizing that actually all this money they're spending on like external strategies and nothing to themselves, they're not invested in their health at all. You're not seeing the fact that you're the actual most powerful thing. Like if you fixed yourself or you helped yourself to feel better up here, maybe more confident with the way that you look, because you would understand this, you've been on a weight loss journey, right? And it's not to say that you didn't have any confidence before at all, but how is your persona, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you talk, how's that changed now that you actually feel more confident with the way that you look?
It's so much better because now I have even more confidence.
Exactly.
And like, whereas before I would be really, really insecure about wearing certain stuff. Like, obviously I'm still not at my goal weight, right? So I'm at 80 kgs. My goal weight is about 70 to 75, whichever looks good on me. But before, like, I just felt like I was in this constant shadow because I didn't want to wear bright colours. I didn't want to really be out there because I was trying to hide myself because I was so insecure. But now it's like my confidence is radiating through, and I feel like it helps me in my business as well because now, like before I didn't really want to show myself on camera. Now I feel more comfortable being on camera. I'm up and down more. I'm doing a lot more things and I've got more to talk about. And then also it really helps with my brand as well, like being, I would say, working towards being a really high performing woman, but also having all of these other benefits in my life, like having good health and making sure I have good routines. All of that, it all just combines into one.
Because I always say this, like I refuse to not practice what I preach. Like I refuse 100%. To be those business women who or anyone really in the world, who will just say, yeah, do this, do that. You have to do this every single day. You have to work out every single day. You have to eat really, really super clean every single week. Like, I don't do those things. I don't work out every single day. I don't, like, if I crave something like sugary or something that's not very healthy,
you can have it, but
I
in
have
moderation.
Have it in moderation, or I ask myself, like, and I've been teaching my clients this as well. If I genuinely sit there and I'm craving something, like, I love things like cookie dough. I've got a sweet tooth. Or sometimes I like fried food because I just enjoy eating that kind of food, right? It's not to say I have it regularly, but if I ask myself and I'm genuinely craving something, I don't restrict myself.
Yeah.
What I do is I be mindful for the rest of the day. So if I'm having dessert, then I might have a smaller dinner or less carbs or whatever it might look like. But then if I ask myself and the answer is, do you know what, I'm not that fussed about it, I just don't have it. Like, I choose to be disciplined. But if I'm really craving something and I'm like, yeah, like I want this treat, I don't say no. And I feel like there are a lot of people, and especially personal trainers out there, who are so extreme and so restrictive because they really just want to see people get smaller and smaller and smaller, which shouldn't even be the only goal that you have, right? It shouldn't just be aesthetics. But I want to practice what I preach.
Yeah.
I want to practice the fact that I can pour into my relationship, that I can pour into my family, or pour into my health and my well-being, that it's not just about on the go, hustle, hustle, hustle. Because if I'm not doing the things that I'm preaching, how do I expect other people to do that, right?
Yeah, and then you don't become, like, when you don't practice what you preach, you're not relatable.
You haven't got integrity, you haven't got trust.
Yeah, and trust is obviously one of the main things about building the type of businesses, like service businesses that we're building. It's so important for your clients to trust you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm the same. Obviously, like, my business is about personal finance and careers. I've got the things to back it. Like, my credit score is amazing. I budget every day. Like, you see how you track your calories?
Yeah.
I track my.
I don't even track my calories at the moment, by the way. I'm currently on maintenance. Yeah. So I'm happy with where I am.
But when you're encouraging like your clients to track their calories and stuff, like, I'm the same, but with my budget and helping people, making sure that they're actually tracking their outgoings and their incomings.
Because the data matters, right? Like, if you don't see, like, for example, with tracking calories, if you don't actually see how much you're consuming, you can never know if you're going to be in a calorie deficit. I don't care what anyone says. Like, yeah, you can have a rough idea. You can
never truly know.
No, you don't truly know that you're actually on a calorie deficit mathematically. And it's the same with finance. Like, when I had debt back in the day, if I didn't, check my accounts and be confident to actually look at my credit cards and see how much I owed or what the interest was, or if I didn't go and plan my spreadsheets or seek help, like, if I didn't check the numbers and be wary of what's happening, then I was never going to get out of debt. Because when I started looking at the numbers, I was like, okay, I'm overspending in this section, or I'm not paying off the right debt first. Sometimes, you realise that you're paying like just the minimum amount.
Oh my gosh,
but
actually, minimum amount is like the worst.
Yes,
the worst thing.
But then actually the interest, like, you're just paying off like a little bit of the interest or whatever it might be. So when you want to change something and you want to improve something, you have to look at the data. You have to actually take it seriously and be all in. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to start walking a bit more and I might go to the gym here and there and just eat like, maybe I might eat no carbs at all because I heard it on the internet. Like, people will just pick and choose what to do.
You have to have a sustainable plan. If you don't have a sustainable plan, you're not going to get anywhere with what you're trying to do.
Because if you as a finance expert was like, oh, you can't go on dates at all, you can't spend on anything enjoyable, your clients would fail because they'd be like, I can't live like this.
Yeah, and I never encourage anyone to live like that. It's all about balance. I feel like we say every time we have a conversation.
Balance exists, yeah. If you haven't already realised, balance exists. I don't care what anyone says.
So it's like the balance of obviously making sure that your bills are paid, making sure you have money for your groceries or like any ad hoc, well, not ad hoc spending, but like transport, sometimes it might fluctuate. Having money for those needs, those essential costs, and then you also have to make sure that you've got money to just enjoy life.
Exactly.
And have money to save for the future as well.
And it's the same thing, like, if you're high performing and you're trying to be a businesswoman, like, actually go and find out what do you want for life that isn't just money. Because yes, money enables having your dream lifestyle. It enables having maybe private healthcare or sending your kids to private school or whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. It does enable those things. I do believe that money is so powerful, and I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't think that. But at the same time, if we're not realising that without the health and the good company, money alone is not going to take us where we want to take us.
No,
like, if you've got all the money in the world but you're lonely, you never make real connections, you haven't got like a partner who actually sees you for who you are rather than just what's outside and like materialistic perspective. I truly don't believe that you'll be happy.
No,
I have this strong sense that you need to have those three things. You have to have good people around you, people who you actually care about as well, because you can go out and make money all day long, but building a relationship is tough.
It's
like,
hard.
do you agree that like you have to pour into the relationship? You have to make sure you prioritize time. Like, someone's not going to just sit there and feel like you haven't spent even like an adequate time on them that whole week, but be like, oh yeah, she's making all this money. Like, they might be proud of you. They might, for a short term, be okay to just sit on the sideline and support you.
Yeah, but we'll never.
But after a while, they're going to be like, no, I want someone that's actually going to be present. That's actually going to be able to have energy to even go out with me or just chill, have deep conversations.
Yeah.
Because if you're coming home, you're stressed out because you're running this big empire, right? And you haven't prepped your health. You haven't thought about what balance looks like to you. You're coming home, you're tired. You can't help out with household stuff. You've got this bad energy about you, this bad mood because you're just irritated. You've got all these decisions that you have to make that you still haven't been able to make because up here is just foggy.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to at some point be building up resentment towards you.
Yeah, exactly. And you can't, like you said, you can't have a relationship that flourishes without, again, having the balance. You need the balance of the money, you need the balance of pouring into each other, health. And I feel like health in relationships is also a big thing because, you want to be attracted to your partner. Let's just be like, be real. So I feel like it's my duty, my responsibility to make sure that I'm upkeeping my health as well, and you're doing the same, so that we can both be attracted to each other every day. We can work out together. That's another form of bonding. Like, there's just so much stuff that.
Like, me and Ashley do this really well. And
because you guys go gym together.
Yeah, and when we realised that, like, I don't think that there's any problem with aesthetics at all. Like, people always like, oh, once you're in a relationship, if people, I don't want to use the word let themselves go, but if they are physically not caring about themselves anymore, and then the other partner's like, oh, well, actually, when we first met and we first built this relationship, you were caring about your health and, you was different aesthetically, people get so like, how can you do that? You should love her for how she is, or vice versa, and but it's like, no, like, this person has committed to you when you was in a certain way. And yes, I'm not talking about when you have a kid and your body naturally changes. Like, we're not doing that.
No, but if you're in a position to upkeep your health, you should do it.
Exactly. And even with kids, like, if you're planning on having a child, just even forget the aesthetic things. You should be working out to make sure that you're strong. That
was my main motivation, actually. My main motivation for my weight loss journey was that I want to be the best parent that I can be to my child.
100%.
And so I need to actually make sure that I lose this weight so that I can run up and down with them, I can go anywhere with them, play with them. And also, I don't want to get into, obviously, postpartum depression is not just because of how you look, but I feel like that is another thing. Yeah, if you feel like a lot more confident in your body, because obviously once you've had a baby and you've had a good body beforehand, the bounce back will be easier. So I just feel like I don't want all of these unnecessary stresses.
Because that's going to build resentment in your relationship too. Exactly. If you can't keep up with the family growing and the responsibilities, that's going to affect like the balance of what everyone does in the house and things like that. And so I do feel like, aesthetics do matter. Like, how you feel about yourself, how other people that love you and care for you, them being attracted to you, like, that is important. We shouldn't just be like, oh, people just should love each other for their personality, because that's not how it works. And actually, a lot of like problems that arise in like long-term relationships, it's either money, or it's health, right? It's either, we're in too much debt, this person doesn't budget, that person spends too much money, or that person's too stingy, we don't get to enjoy life, or attraction's gone, that person's let themselves go, or I'm trying to be healthy, but you're just here doing anything that you want to do. Like, you're not working out, you're eating that crap, you're always ordering takeaway. There's so much temptation in the house. Like, there's a lot, right?
So basically, the moral of this episode is prioritize your finances and prioritize your health.
Prioritize your health and then prioritize your finances. And if you prioritize your health, I just promise you, I guarantee you, that it's going to radiate in every single aspect of your life. You're going to make more money, you're going to make more positive relationships, you're going to be able to pour into yourself, love yourself more, and live longer.
Facts.
You know, live longer with good quality of life, rather than just living as, you know, as long as you can in a position where, maybe you have assets, maybe you have all these materialistic things and you're looking around, but there's barely any good people around you, and you can't even function properly. Like your mind, your mental health is, and when I say health, like I mean mental health as well, right? Like that's very clear. How we treat our mental health and our physical body is so important. Like you cannot, nothing can be more important. Because if I said to you right now, as a millionaire, you either give me all your money and you have to start again, or you continue with this health problem that you have and maybe you're going to die in the next 6 months.
Oh no, take the money.
You're going to give me the money straight away, right? Like you're always going to pick health over money. And especially for your family, like as well, you're going to want them to be healthy. You're going to want them to, like, I'd rather have my family be super healthy and be there for me physically to support me than have loads of money to just give to me, but I can't ever really see them properly, or maybe they're not even alive because of the things they have to go through. Like, I just don't think that anyone can disagree, but because I think that, it kind of frustrates me when I see people act as if they disagree. Because we forget, right? Like gratitude is not something that comes to us every day. Until something bad happens, then people are like, oh yeah, shit. I've been doing all of this stuff and neglecting my health, and now I'm in this position. But it's like, why not be proactive? Why not prevent that possibility from happening?
Exactly.
Same with finances. Like, you look back. Like when I had debt, I looked back and I was like, okay, it makes sense why I'm in debt. I can look back and see all the things that I've done.
That you've done wrong.
All the people that I trusted in that I shouldn't have trusted in. And I can look back and I understand. And with debt, it's different because, you know, thankfully you can get out of it. It's a lot easier, I think, to get out of a financial situation than it is in a health situation. Because we don't have a lot of control.
We don't have a chronic health disease.
We don't have a lot of control in what happens with health. So I just feel like, if you can take away one thing from this episode and from this conversation, do something for yourself today that screams, I care about my health. Like, even if it's something small, going on a walk, choosing to prep some food rather than ordering a junk food like type takeaway, or, you know, saying no to the people as well who are draining your energy, who are building stress in your body, like being able to say no to the things that you actually don't want to genuinely do. And just make a plan. Like, what would your ideal week look like if you could meet all your needs? Like, create your own balance. It doesn't matter what anyone else's balance looks like or what anyone else's routine looks like. What does your own personal routine look like? Who do you care about in your life? Who do you want to prioritize? And just put it on pen and paper, because that's what we did. We put it on pen and paper, and we literally mapped it out. We were like, these are the things that we're going to commit to on a personal level, because these are the things we care about. These are the important things, and this is the ultimate goal. And I think since doing that,
you actually have the time to do everything.
You do.
And I would say, right, that's your takeaways from this episode. My takeaways would literally be, there is enough time for you to fit in everything. What you need to do is find the balance to make sure that you can prioritize your health, your finances, your relationships, your business, and your work. Because I promise you, there literally is time.
There is.
And if you need help,
and they all
reach out to either of us,
100%.
because we can help you create your routines 100%. For that.
And everything interlinks. Like, you have more money, you can do the things that you want to do, which boosts obviously happiness at some point. You can look after your health better when you have money, because you can like prioritize investing in yourself. You can get help, obviously with food and things like that. Like, I'm not even going to start talking about how expensive it is to
eat
actually eat healthy. Like, it is a joke, but at the same time, this is why I say, like, meal prep as much as possible. And when I say meal prep, I don't mean on a Sunday cook 5 batches of lunches and dinners, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the taste of it. By the time it gets to day 2, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this piece of like lunch I've created, and I just genuinely don't want to eat it. So I feel like, don't over plan it either, but just cook your dinner twice. Like, have 4 portions if you're in a couple, for example. That's what me and Ashley do. We cook our dinner as if it was 4 people in the house, and then we both have lunch the next day. And actually, when you budget your weekly like shop, and you do it in that way, you actually realise that it's not actually that it's not that expensive to eat healthy. What is healthy when you're trying to order healthy food, right? Compared to like going for a drive-through or going through.
I feel the exact same. Because everyone says, oh, they think it's really expensive to eat healthy, and I generally look at my grocery bill and it's not that much.
No, it's not. But if
like
you're going to
you
sit
said-
here and try and order something from...
Yeah, because they'll start charging you like £15 for a salad,
Yeah.
and I'm not buying that.
No, exactly. So, yeah, I think we can wrap it up here because we've literally given a lot of homework, I think, to
Yeah.
our audience.
I'm giving you free game. Like,
Yeah.
make sure you're
Giving you
using
guys-
this, okay?
Hope that this can at least inspire you or at least make you think, do you know what? Yeah, I've not really been doing what I could be doing. And in hindsight, when I look back in 5 years, even a year's time, like, do you want to be in the same position that you're in now? Like, do you want to be could potentially even be in a worse position?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be able to take control of what you can? Because things are going to happen. Life is life. Like,
Yeah.
things are always going to come and try and throw a curveball in your face. But the more grounded you are, the more prepared and organised you are, the easier to dodge those curveballs and easier to deal with them. Because if you're a complete mess and there's just chaos in your life, more chaos is just going to make it worse, and you're going to just...
Yeah, that's why you need to be proactive in organising your life. And also, I'll say some more piece of homework for you guys.
Go on then.
Is to make sure that you create goals, because if you don't have a goal, you don't know what you're working towards. So make the goal and then work backwards to make the plan to make sure that you achieve the goal whenever you want to achieve it.
Think about what's important to you. So to make those goals, think about who's important to you, what is important to you, and actually try and put like specific details on those goals as well. Like how much do you want to make in how much time, or how much weight do you need to lose for your health? And I'm not even saying for the way that you look, but for your health, or how much stress do you need to decrease to be able to make sure that you're mentally functioning properly. Like, just put a number and a kind of timeline for yourself, and just live life, man. Life is short. You only get one. There isn't a spare body under your bed. Like, you literally only have this one. You can change your clothes, but you can't change your body. And
that needs to be your slogan.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you literally only have one. You can't be like, oh, this body's not functioning properly anymore, so let me go and get the new one out of the closet. Like, you have to take control. It's either you or you. There's no one else. No one else is coming to drag you out the house. If you need help, then invest in help. Like, prioritize getting help, because that's what I did with my finances. Obviously, you've been helping me out. We've been helping each other out. I've also had like health coaches in the past. Just speak up. Every time you don't speak up for yourself, you're losing out on opportunities to be better. And I just think, for me, that just like, that makes me want to speak up. Like, help me. The people that you trust, people who inspire you, be in their circle, and say no to people who are dragging you down, man. Say no to them. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys can relate or you took something from it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help support the channel. And comment down one thing, like just one thing that you're going to do in the next couple of weeks or months to pour back into yourself and prioritize you, so that we can inspire each other and build up a community. And I'll be back again with another episode. Thank you, Tiana. Make sure you like, you've got YouTube channel as well.
Yes, my YouTube channel is Community Touch Podcast. The Instagram and TikTok is Community Touch, and you can contact me there.
Yeah, send her a DM if you want any support, and we will come back in the next 5 years and show you that we're millionaires.
Period.
Let's go. I hope it's recorded. I'm so scared.